Hi everybody, welcome to 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style. I'm Antoinette. I'm your host for the video. Welcome to all new subscribers, returning subscribers, and if it's your first time here, welcome. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all comments welcome. Today I have some happy mail. Excuse the appearance. I was outside painting the building that they built over top of the pump for the pool. But I had to come in because it started rumbling. So bad hair day, and I cut the paint out of my hair that I got. I dipped my head into the blue paint. This is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, Tunisian, finished objects, works in progress, crochet alongs, stitch alongs, tutorials, giveaways, yarn hauls, life on an island, fairy chats, and really anything that we decide to talk about. I have some happy mail from none other than the Queen of Crochet, our one and only Crystal from O Day. I told you about these I ordered, and I got one yesterday, and I got one today. And you probably know what they are, but I did not open them. I waited to open them. So we will, and then we will chit chat about them. Oh, this one didn't want to open. Oh, there it is. There's one. These are the flash drives that contain over 300 of Crystal's patterns. At the time I ordered them, so I don't know what all patterns are on here. One's for me, one's for a future gift away. It'll be a grand prize because this is worthy of a grand prize. Crystal doesn't know me from a hole in the wall, but her patterns are worthy of a grand prize. So I haven't decided, but this is for a future gift away. But I am going to put it in here for safe keeping. And this one is mine. And when I get a chance, I'm going to look through it and see what patterns are on it. So that was my happy mail. I have some more items coming for the giveaways. We have got my big summer, really comfortable dress on, and got a cami underneath it. Coming that I'm waiting on, just some things to add to the gift basket I have up in the where is it? Yeah, right where the Juliet dress is. Right there, where I keep all of the stuff for giveaways. So what else has been going on? I was doing really good on the elf coat. It is, I am down to doing the corset back. I'm doing the corset here on the back, and it's 4 rows, but I got to the 3rd row, which is where you do the holes for the lacing, and I started doing it following the pattern, and it wasn't coming out right. So I messaged Regina. She messaged me back, so I have to take a picture and send it to her so we can figure out what's going on. And I asked her, please do a tutorial. But I've got all of the trim, but one row for the buttonholes. Yeah, there's yarn every place. I know this has been the project from hell. Sorry, I cussed. From heck. I'm sure you've heard worse, but because I do have a few of the buttons sewed on. I've got a few of the, I'm using the barrel buttons. I've got these, and then these are placed for the other button, and I got the one sewed at the top. The reason I didn't sew these two on is I'm waiting to put the corset to make sure I've got them in the right place. And then I have to do one more row of the double link trim to put the loops for the buttons. Now, Regina left the front of her coat open. I am closing mine. I don't want mine hanging open, and I have a few more buttons than she does. Now, from the waistband down, it'll be open, but my bodice will be, I'm just going to have it overlap just a little bit, will be closed. But for my first Tunisian project, let me tell you, I have learned a lot. I am going to put, I'm adding a tassel to my hood, and the hood is on right this time. And as soon as I get this, I get outside, I'm gonna do another fashion show for you. So and this was a lot of, this took a while because the double link trim went from one corner up around the hood and down to the other corner. There's 4 rows, and I've got to do the last row, which is where the button loops for the buttons will be. So I've got to finish that. But that's pretty much all I have to do, and then the final, I'll do one more blocking on it, and it'll be done. I got the border onto the Afghan. I've just got a steam block where I connected the columns. It's completely done. Those were 2 big projects that I've been really wanting to get done. I've been on the hooks a long time, but they're finally coming to an end, and I'll be able to get them done. I have been on the ferry. I have been working on my the raffle blanket, we talked about, that I'm doing for the animal shelter to raise funds. It's a charity fundraiser that I'm doing for the St. George Animal Shelter. That is my corner to corner, my first corner to corner, the Canadian flag that I'm doing to raise money for the animal shelter. So I work on it on the ferry because it's pretty mindless right now. I'm on the last row before I start adding in the additional red for the maple leaf, but it has grown quite a bit. This is the bottom. I can't even get it in. That's the bottom, and then this is, it's 99 blocks wide and 55 blocks tall. I believe that's what it says. The dimensions of the blanket are 73 inches wide and 53 inches tall, 99 blocks by 75 blocks tall. Sorry about that. So it's substantially a large blanket. So when I get to the 70, I think row 73, and then I start decreasing to get down the other side, and then I've got to watch a tutorial on how to do the decreases. But I'm really enjoying this corner to corner. I'll tell you what I like about it. I think it makes some very crisp, sharp, nice, neat edges. There'll be no border on this because it's the flag. The corner to corner itself is going to be the edging. So I've been working on that. The other thing I told you I was making that I ended up ripping out because somewhere along the line I screwed up on the lace pattern and I could not figure it out. So when I get frustrated, I frog. You guys, I think you know that by now about me, that I have no problem frogging a project. And this is the Botanical Tea by Chantal of Knititude. And that's that leaf pattern in the front. Well, she did hers in a wool cotton blend, DK weight. She did hers, I think, in Madeline Tosh. I don't have any Madeline Tosh. I can't afford that. But I'm doing mine in the Hirschner Panache Money. So I recast it on, and I am into doing it now. So it's actually got some really lovely drapes. So I recast that on, and I'm working on it. So that's pretty much what I've been working on. I was have been making a lot of trips to the mainland, a lot of trips. Yesterday we were without power till 5:15. Apparently the night before we had some tremendous, I mean, the thunder and lightning, it shook the house, lit up the house. It was, the power went out from sporadically in St. John all the way to the island, Charlotte County. I mean, you're talking St. John's a ferry ride plus an hour. So it was a wide outage. I mean, a lot of people, no power. We didn't get it back until, like I said, 5:15, just as hubby was getting ready to leave for work. So I've been working on that. I got the first 2 blocks of the Topsy-Turvy Tri-Stitch Along done. I'll give you a sneak peek at them. I've got the cast on tutorials are up, and I've got to start the tutorials for the first block. And I have set up StreamYard on my computer to be able to do lives. I'm going to try it and see how they work. Everybody seems to use StreamYard, so this was the first block I showed you. And that was the Tunisian simple stitch. This was the woven, what was that? That was the seed stitch in the knit, and then this was the woven stitch in the crochet. And that will be the first block. The second block I started out with the knitting. I started out here with the knitting. This is the flex stitch. Then I went to the crochet, and this is just called a simple shell. And then I went to the Tunisian knit stitch. So that is the second block. And I'm looking at the stitches for the third block, just trying to get a little bit ahead. So I've got to do tutorials for those. Keeping it under here. So that's another thing that I've got to get busy and get some tutorials. Now I've been looking at some additional lighting for right here in my tutorial area. I took Crystal when she was showing, show me your, she did the challenge here, show me your filming area, which I'm going to do a video on mine. But I put back here, I put a piece of white Bristol board. So I have white back there, then I have the white on my table. And I use a Nikon camera for my tutorials. I tried using my camcorder, but my Nikon does a better job. I'm learning how to put text into my videos. As tech savvy as I am, stuff like that I'm still learning. So, speaking of tech savvy, I spend a good part of the morning. Both my computers, I have one down in my office downstairs, and then I have this one in my craft room that I use for watching YouTube videos, doing my videos, stuff like that. Both of them did a Windows update. This one was fine. My one downstairs, I went on to log on for school because I had to print up my next, because there's no, they're not sending out textbooks anymore. Everything's ebook. I'm old school, so I print up and put it into a binder. It was the Principles of Management. So I went to print it up, and my computer kept crashing and crashing, and it would restart and it would crash. So I got disgusted. I just shut it down. I thought I'll deal with it tomorrow. I might have to call Microsoft because I'm going to do some troubleshooting with it to see if I can figure out why it's crashing. So in the meantime, I didn't do anything for school, which I need to. I have an exam coming up. So what else? Other than I was painting outside on the pool, we are getting, like I said, I did give you an update, we are getting a new liner. They luckily had one, because right now there's like a 2-year waiting list for liners and people getting pools. They had to run on pools and you can't get one. Luckily they had a liner for us. Now it's just a matter of them coming to install it. It's not going to cost us anything. They refunded us the money on the 12,000 gallons of water we had delivered. We've lost probably about 6,000, 7,000 gallons of water. A lot of water. Luckily we've got great drainage around the house. But I came inside, it started thundering and it got gray, but now the sun's back out again. So I don't know what's going on there. I was watching a little bit of LadybirD Loves has a 20-hour live going on celebrating her monetization and podiversary. And she's having games and giveaways and just having a lot of fun. So if you're not doing anything, go over and check that out. But other than that, I just wanted to pop on here and show I got the flash drives, and I'm really excited to see what's on the flash drives. I'm really excited to see what patterns are on there. I'm hoping that that new top she just did is on there, because like I said, I just ordered them 4th of July, 5th of July, somewhere around there. I ordered them and they're already here, so it didn't take long. And she had them on sale, so I bought 2 of them. So keep watching and join the Yarny Yaya Facebook group, because you don't know, it could be a giveaway on YouTube or it could be a giveaway in the Facebook group. I have done a few giveaways on the Facebook group. We have the hashtag outside your comfort zone challenge going on right now over there, and you put your picture up there of your project that you did that was outside your comfort zone. I had shown some patterns and people chose a pattern and are doing it. Others had patterns that were outside their comfort zone that they're doing, and they're going to post their pictures. Sometime in the very near future, I'm going to put everybody's name in the notebook and assign numbers, and then do a random number generator and pick a winner for a small gift from me. I just am enjoying seeing everybody stepping outside their comfort zone. Even for me, I've been doing things outside my comfort zone. We all know amigurumi. I started my dragon, Lady Lila. I do find working with that, it takes a toll on my hands. The small needle hook and the small stitches, all the single crochets. I mean, I can crochet or knit for hours at a time, but I do find that the amigurumi is hard on my hands. Let's face it, I'm old, I'm an OG, but I am enjoying it. I am trying to get the elf coat off my plate, whatever you want to call it, so I can, move into getting some of these other projects off. I have a ottoman, whatever you want to call it, storage ottoman over here, and I have project bags in there with projects. Now there's a couple that aren't going to be worked on until the weather gets a little colder. My Alaska hat, and that's more of a fall project. I have my Frozen Sky shawl, that's intense color work. My mezzo cardi, I can work on that. And my Charlotte blanket. I mean, these are things that you just, like I said, I'll work on everything, even if it's just a few rows or rounds on something, and manage to get things done. And now with the topsy-turvy stitch along starting, you know, it's just a matter of getting myself organized, keeping myself organized, and keeping myself on track. So you guys have to help me. You know, you see me getting off track or squirreling, give me a little nudge, a little reminder. Hey, I did order some yarn. I haven't for a while. But what I did was I had some points with my Tangle points with Aberdeen, and they were having a sale on Premier's Bamboo Joy. Now, the last time I used my points, I got some of the Bamboo Fair and fell in love with that. I mean, I love the yarn. Beautiful drape. It's wonderful to work with. I'm working with it in my Frozen Skies shawl. So they have it on sale for $5 Canadian, and I had $15 off my order. So I went ahead and ordered 5 skeins of the Bamboo Joy. I ordered 3 Tiger Lily and 2 Cream, and with shipping, my discount, my Tangle points, tax and everything, it only cost me $18 for 5 Bamboo Joy, and they're almost 400 yards a piece. It's a DK weight. So and it's already shipped. So when it gets here, I will do an unboxing. And when the other things get here for the gift away basket, I will show you those also. I think it's another set of crochet hooks, and some Notion / small project bags. So they're coming. So that's just a couple of things I have coming. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I've rambled on enough, bored you enough, but I just wanted to let you know that I did get my flash drives from Crystal at O Day Crochet, and this will all be down in the description box below, but I don't really think anybody needs a link to her channel, because I believe everybody knows who Crystal is. And if you don't, I just want to know where you've been. Crystal's one of the first ones I watched when I started watching YouTube, which was only 3 years ago. Up until then, I'd never been on YouTube. So, and I got back into my crocheting and knitting 3 years ago. So, Crystal was one of the first. So, until then, I hope everybody is staying healthy, you're happy, you're having a good summer, you're crafting, and just remember, hugs, smiles, happiness. Pass it on. Make this world a better place. And here's saying bye to you for now from Deer Island. Until next video. I'll see you then.